Hello and welcome. Michael here, and in this video I'll guide you through a very simple Taoist yoga sequence for freeing up the neck. So you can use this sequence if you've got a stiff neck, something doesn't feel quite right in the neck, maybe headaches, things like that. And before we get too far into it, this is not to replace advice from your preferred medical professional. Okay, so let's get started. And the first thing to mention as well is that this sequence is done seated. So you can do this in a chair if that's better for you, or you can do it on the floor, and I advise sitting up on a cushion like I am. Okay, so let's begin. First, bring the hands into prayer and just rest the thumb bone, the base of the bones there, on the sternum. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin in a little bit. Close the eyes, rest the tip of the tongue on the top of the mouth, and just take 3 easy breaths through the nose just to help you settle in. Good. From here, bring the hands out, start to rub the hands. Now, as you're rubbing the hands, see if you can use your abs to kind of hold you stable. And this will create a bit of heat in your core as well. Good. Once you get a bit of heat in your hands, then bring one hand over the neck. And then as you're turning the head towards that hand, you slide the hand around the back and down the side of the neck. Now you want to avoid the front of the neck. The front of the neck's quite fragile, there's not much muscle there. But from the side of the neck back, it's pretty thick. It's all mainly muscle. So you can really kind of grip it and slide your hand. And you can let it come down more where the shoulder and the neck meet. So just practice this 6 to 9 times. Good. And when you're ready, other side, wrap it around and then twist into it. Six to 9 times. And then from here, just release, bring the hands back to rub, get some warmth, and this time place it on the chest, kind of where the shoulder meets the chest, and start to make circles on that shoulder, opposite shoulder. Now this is just to help soften the shoulders, and this will help drain the chi that may be stuck in the head and the neck. We're just kind of creating a place for it to go and drain it out. Good. So about 18 times, 18 circles. And then just go down, just shake it 3 times. Other side, about 18 times. Good, and then down the arm. It's almost like you're pulling energy out of your fingers. Good. So from here, bring the hands to about neck or shoulder height. One hand, any hand doesn't matter. Turn the palm so the fingers are facing in, and just extend that way up to the top. So with this Taoist yoga practice, you don't go 100%. You never really lock your joints. It's always just like a little bit of a bend. They call it micro bend. And then back to the middle. And as you come down, you sort of go into a little bit of a ball around the spine. And then inhale. You're extending and really getting length. Now with the head, tuck the chin a little bit. If it feels okay, if there's any sharp pain, don't do this. but if it feels okay, tuck the chin in and look up as well, and then soften back down. So we keep moving like this. So extending and then softening into a ball, and then extending. So this is accessing the muscles and tendons around your spine and just lengthening. We're trying to sort of loosen them up a bit. You may get some sort of cracking happening as we do this. That's good. As long as it's not a sharp pain and there's popping, that's okay. That's totally fine. It's actually good. A few more times. And then actually with this movement, you've got this, the basics, you can actually start drawing it forward, a bit more forward. And then you actually just draw it forward towards me. Now, if you go into like a fist, like a loose fist, and extend like this, right? The other hand, just relax it by the side. Then turn the palm over, and then with this hand, it's kind of beside your ribs, so you can actually have the hand open. What you want to try and do is extend and really move the shoulder out, and you look to the side. This is called spear hand. So imagine really extending it, and your thumb is like almost rotating, and you'll feel it's a very strong kind of nerve stretch, and it opens the shoulder and strengthens the back. So then just soften like we were doing before. Soften, come back towards the ribs, and then the other side. So instead of the fist, we could actually just go spear hand straight away. So spear hand, palm facing up, then extend it through the shoulder, the thumb down, and look out to the side. And then soften back to the middle like a ball, and then extend. Again, don't overdo it, but you know, you are a little bit challenging in this one. So about 80%. This is really good for the spine and good for the shoulders. So again, really try to extend and look to the side. Really open the fingers even, pull it back a bit, get that nerve stretch, and then soften and relax. Draw in. Look to the side last moment. Good, just do a few more of these. Good. Good. From here, bring the hands, rub, and then come to the lower back. So I'll just turn around. So bring the hands here, and you want to use your fingers to massage the top of the sacrum and out to the side of the sacrum. So that's the bone at the base of the spine, and then use your fingers to sort of massage up into the lower back a little bit. So the neck is really strongly connected to your sacrum and the lower spine. So just freeing up a little bit of your lower back will help with the alignment and the softening of your spine. Good. Then bring the hands to the back, open the palms a little bit, and then we do circles. So if you go down and then out to the side. Just 9 times. Good. And then shake off. Good. Then from here, bring the hands to the back of the head, interlace the fingers, and this is called lizard looking to the side. So just let the head, you're looking over to the side, let the elbow drop a bit, But with this one, go easy, so only 70%. We don't want to go max out. If you go 100% in anything, yoga, stretching, etc., is that it tends to cause stress, and that stress causes the system to go into like a protective tightness, and tightness means no chi flow, and no chi flow means pain, right? So that's a fundamental difference between Taoist yoga, what we're doing now, and other forms of exercise and yoga and stuff, is that we are not going for maximum stretch. What we're going for is to create softness, to open up everything and relax all the tissues, and then once we've got those tissues open and relaxed, everything works better. The chi can only move through relax when you're relaxed. That's the secret to it all, basically. So just keep, and you'll find you're using your abs as well, which is good. Good. Then you get to the back, so bring the hands up, and now relax the hands. If you bring the hands actually onto the palms onto the ears, and your hands will be like this on the back of your head. When your hands, the palms are on the ears and the fingers are wrapped around the back, and then from here with your first fingers, you want to drum. Call it drumming the back of the head. So you just drum the back of the head 9 times with the ears covered. Be quiet for a moment after the drumming, and then relax. Good. And then from here, this one's called the immortal looks behind. So draw the hands forward, or let yourself come forward. You sweep the hand across the front of you, grab the knee on the opposite side and just look over the shoulder. And then come up and then forward again, sweep, look over the shoulder, back. A few more times. So this is it, 6 times on each side. Again, don't go 100%. Go 70%. This is really good for the neck and the thoracic. So I've lost count. It's hard to talk and count at the same time, but that's okay. At least 6 times each side. You can always do more if you're really getting a lot out of it. Good. And then we come back towards the middle. Come back to center. Just notice the head, just let it sort of find its new spot, because we've been doing a lot. So just let everything settle for a moment. Good. The next one is we're sort of going over to one side, and this time you lean back a little bit and then back to center. So you lean back a little bit and back to center. Lean back a little bit, back to center. So just do the best you can. Everyone's at a different level of flexibility. But this one, we want to activate the back of the body as we twist. Now just place your hands wherever it works. Good. 6 times each side. Good. Come to the center, bring the hands together, and we'll do the swimming dragon for this one. It's one of my favorites and a really good one for the whole spine. So we start at the top and we do 2 times side to side. Now the movement, try to get it from, imagine it from the base of your spine, but it may be easier to feel your ribs. So move your ribs over to one side, move the ribs over to the other side. See, that's how you start swimming, right? So we do 2 up the top, 1, 2, and then we come down towards just under the chin. Again, try to use the ribs as your awareness to push out, and then over to the other side. And the next one we go to the bottom, so it's more like, it feels like a sword slicing in front, and then do 2 of those. And then we do 2, we go up, so we repeat, 1, 2. And then we go under the chin, 1, 2. And up to the top, 1, 2. And then we're going down again, so 2 more, 1, 2. Chin, 1, 2. Sword, 1, 2. Again, 1, 2. The chin, 1, 2. The top, 1, 2. Good, so keep going, do the same, do it at your own pace. If it's different to me, that's fine. And as you're doing it, you can explore it a bit, so you can get your neck in it a bit more, look more to the side, for example. Again, don't overdo it, go about 70% to keep everything moving quite easily, keep your breath moving. And this is a really good one, it cleans up the spine a lot. It cleans up the joints and the shoulders, the thoracic, the lower spine, everywhere. So just keep going, swimming dragon. Keep going. Okay, lots of pops inside, it's good. Keep going, we'll do 2 more. Eventually come to the top. Bring the hands gently down the center. Bring the hands towards the belly. So yin-yang hands, if you just bring the thumbs in like this. So traditionally, male, the left hand's on the bottom. For females, the right hand's on the bottom. And then just come to bring those hands into the lower belly area, resting the shoulders down. And then from here, this is called like spontaneous Qigong. So just as you sit still, you can close your eyes and then just see if you can just let, if you have any feeling or moving or swaying that the body wants to do, then just see if you can let yourself sort of start swaying around, especially around the neck area. So just moving what feels natural for a few moments or a few minutes. Move in a natural way. That feels good. And just eventually find your way back to stillness. And as you come to stillness or the center point, just letting the shoulders sink, tuck the chin in slightly, close the eyes, just put a little bit of a cheeky smile on your face. And you can stay here as long as you like. If it feels good, feel the warmth in the belly building and just breathing into the belly as much as you like. It's important to spend at least a few moments just being absolutely still. And then whenever you're ready to come out, hands together into prayer, resting on the chest. Taking a nice breath. And so thank you for practicing today with me. I look forward to seeing you again. Have a beautiful day. May your neck be free. And I'll see you next time. Namaste.